Hi guys, Coast Reverend here and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines 2. I hope you guys are doing well today. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel and I'll bring you cool daily videos like this. So we're jumping in pretty much where we left off the last time. I have been doing a little bit of fixing our upper since I've been offline a little bit. Well, since the last time I was online a little bit. And I don't know if you remember, but we had one long beach. I have separated the beach by putting in some piers just to have different sort of beach areas, and I have set out the umbrellas and stuff in such a way that it looks like they are separate entities. So we have 4 different beaches along the way with a whole bunch of different piers that we've put in, and I also removed all the palm trees and stuff that we put in a little bit earlier in the last episode, and I just wanted to clean it up a little bit and just basically start from fresh where we were going to put our kiosks and those types of things. So we do have a pathway running around the back here, but we've got no way of separating our beautiful Ferris wheel from basically the background. So I either want to put in some palm trees or probably do something else along those sort of lines. But right now, I just wanted to show you guys what I've been up to. So as you can see, I haven't put in any chairs or anything yet, but we have lots of umbrellas, and I have finished off this park. So what I want to do is just use the surface tool, and I just want to come in here and I just want to paint in some additional areas. Let's just see if we can do this without getting ourselves into too much trouble. We might have to use anarchy just so that when we do have the overlapping stuff, we can just take care of it. It's not going to be too much of an issue for us. Okay, so that area is now grassed. I think we have a little bit of a problem here, but that we can fix quite easily just by doing something like that. We probably should have just extended what we had here instead of having 2 separate grass areas, but it's fine. If we want to delete the one, then we can, and we won't be deleting one whole section in one go. So I think it's not a bad idea. Okay, and we want to bring in some commercial properties, or some businesses at least, along the sort of the waterfront. So I think along this sort of way, I want to just put in, I want to stop the zoning from happening along this road. So I'm just going to put in a pedestrian crossing there for now, well, a pedestrian path and a pedestrian path there as well. And the same thing here. Okay, just that when we do, we can have something going on properly. Okay, and then I want to bring in a crossroad. So I pass this building and I want to hook it up to this area if it's possible. It's not letting me. So if we use anarchy, I don't know how terrible this is going to look. We can have just a little bit of a bend there on the end. It's not an absolute train smash, but our cars can get down here and we can start zoning this area a little bit better. So we want to maybe split it out this way. Probably shouldn't have come out so far, but it's actually fine, so that we can have buildings along this way, and we can have buildings along this way. I think it's going to be quite nice. So we want to start bringing in some commercial buildings. Okay, just lower density commercial. Okay. And then we want to probably bring in some more parks and some more features along this side. So let's have a look what's still available. We've got a Chirper park, which is pretty tiny. Try and bring in another big park on this side. And we also have the swimming pool, which I want to try and bring in here as well, this community pool. So we could probably put the community pool in somewhere here. I'm probably going to grass this area as well. Okay, community pool, and we can get some more sort of lower density Japanese buildings maybe. Just bring in a few more people into this area. Well, they are going to be living along the highway, which is not great. I mean, these guys are along the highway as well, so we have done it before. So maybe let's not do that right now. Maybe we can do some this waterfront housing. So if we can maybe just bring a few houses in here. Although this is along a main beach, so if anything, it's probably going to be commercial properties, to be honest. So let's just do that. I have some more commercial coming on here as well. Okay, let's just see if we can add any more parks or anything in here. Okay, so we've got football fields. We're probably going to want to bring in some basketball courts. So people can like literally do exercise on the beach. And then there is a outdoor gym as well, which is pretty cool. So the outdoor gym we want to stick pretty much on the pathway right next to the beach as well. If you have a look, the outdoor gym is literally what it says it is. It's an outdoor gym. It's pretty cool. Okay, and then let's have a look what else. Maybe a skate park. Probably should have brought it in where these buildings are. So we can actually just move the stuff around if we wanted to. So let's move this. Let's make this more of a feature on this side. Okay, then what we can do is we can put in a larger skate park over here. And then I'm just going to do some footpaths just to join this stuff up. Okay. And maybe we can have some benches and stuff along this way. And maybe some kiosks and stuff. So let's have a look at what kiosks we have available. So they're quite small. So maybe we must take this pathway and just extend it along to the beach. Okay, and then along this pathway we can have the kiosks. Okay, and then we can have the commercial seating areas, so we can probably just have some chairs out this way. And we want like a dustbin or something. So I think if we go... I can't remember where the dustbins are. I think they were in the commercial. I mean the industrial, the residential. They don't seem to be there. Parks. So they're in the parks. Okay, that's fine. Just add a little bit of shade. Okay, and then the same thing we had before. I'd like to put some park benches and stuff along the way there. So I think it's in park again. Have a dustbin in between, and we can just do that every so often. So people can chill under the benches. People can exercise along the beach as well. Okay, so we just want a few of those. Maybe just another one of those over here. Maybe I'm going to do 3 this time. Just add a little bit of variety. Okay, and then let's add some more of this commercial stuff in if we can. So here's another eating area. That's the front of the building over there. Okay, like just have a variety of shops and stuff along the way. I was thinking we could probably have a bit of a better seating area over here. Okay, so something like that. We have different types of seating areas on the side, so let's just use these commercial ones. Okay, there are some vending machines. I don't know how we're going to use that, but anyway. So we've got benches and chairs over there. Maybe we can just have some normal benches. It's the park facilities. If we go back to this one. And then maybe we should have some trees or something, some palm trees going on in the background here. Let's just turn anarchy off. Choose the right age of the tree. And we're going to choose a distance of 10. And we're going to use this one, which fixes the length.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart
Okay,
from the actual
it's definitely starting to take shape. I think it looks a lot better. Just has a little bit more liveliness. Okay, so we want to add, definitely want to add something along this side as well. So let's just add some more benches. I'm going to go back to this, and I'm just going to do 2, 2, 2, 2. So let me just zoom in here, guys, so we can see what we're doing.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of priority.
So just every so often along the pathway, the people can get tired, they can rest, and then there's a dustbin so they can, what is this called? So a trash bin. I know it as a dustbin. You guys will probably know it as a trash bin.
I guess everybody is figuring out that this is the place to be.
Okay, so like all along the way, you're going to have these benches, which is exactly what you want. Okay, another long section. So same thing again. I'm just going to add a few, and then I'll come back and do the dustbins. And the same thing probably on the other side as well. But let's just carry on here. Okay, so we do want a few palm trees just splattered out all over the place. Okay, and then probably a pathway in between these basketball courts. Okay, and then we need to use some of the space as well. So let's just see if there's anything else we can bring in here. See if there's any sort of cool buildings and stuff we've still got to use. So Majestic, Luxury meets Cinema, it's massive. Forum of Arts is absolutely massive. Sunset Brewery. We could make it fit, but let's see if we can find something smaller. There's a unique bookshop. A supermarket, which is absolutely massive as well. Then it's got some of the UK pubs. I don't know if we want pubs like right next to the basketball court, but maybe along the beach we could have a pub. So the medium, okay, so this is a petrol station, Box in. I don't know if it's going to really fit in with the theme that we've got going on here. But DU pub, church, inn, and restaurant. There's a lot of assets under the UK theme pack. Montessori Market is just absolutely massive. So I don't think so. I think I probably just want to do my own thing and put my own shops in. So we are waiting for this to fill in as well. Okay, so let's just carry on working on this area. So let's just see if we can do anything else to try and use up the space. So I'm going to delete that for now. And then what we can do is we can just have a look at some of the parks again, some of the bigger parks. So the Chirper Fun Complex we could probably fit in here. Dog Activity Park, which is not that big. Chirper Adventure. I quite like this because we could hook it up. So you can see it'll hook up to there, and then we can probably just drag a pathway and do something cool up there. We can get these two to join up. So let's do that. Have to make sure we've got Anarchy on. Alright, so let's just do Complex Curve Tool. And then this one we can probably just come straight out there. Okay, and then we definitely want some sort of seated areas. So some of the smaller parks, I did see if we used Passage Park. No, if we use something like this, then you can have a certain number of seating areas on the side. Probably have to make this a little bit more on the top point as well. Okay, so we do want to add some more palm trees. So let's just do that. I'm just going to use this tool for now. Okay, and then let's just drag one right across here. Okay, and let's try and see if we can put something cool in there. So those are decals, these are stones, rocks and stuff. I mean, we could do like a rock formation if we really wanted to. It's quite a variety, like there's stone piles and stuff, but I don't know. Just see what it looks like. We just kind of play around and mess around with like a different variety of stones. These are quite big. These pretty much look all the same, guys. We can actually make our own graveyards if we wanted to. Oh, look at that. It actually looks like a... I didn't know that. That's pretty cool, guys. Stone Head. Stone Head 3. Okay, well, we can make that a feature, that's for sure. I wanted to just use all three and see what the difference was between them. I don't know, we need something here, like a fountain or something. Something just bring attention to this area, make it look cool. There's a big fountain there, so we could probably do that. And work with another fountain over there. Another big one over there. Okay, it's just a couple of shops, a couple of things to keep people interested and keep them coming back. It's like a... Okay, this we could probably do somewhere else. Probably use an area like this to do something cool. And we start filling out the space as well. See, starting to look like a beach. starting to look really cool. Okay, so what I would really like to do is maybe just put some smaller chairs or something. I don't know if we have single chairs. That would be pretty cool. What have we got here? We do. Okay, so let's try and be clever about this. So if we turn it around, so that's a problem from this point of view. It's like I'm trying to. So if I turn it around, I can obviously do it myself, right? But I'm trying to use the advanced line tool. So space variation, offset, elevation, no. So it's all facing the wrong direction. So you see, so if I wanted to do this, it's going to be in the wrong direction. So randomize enables random variation of objects. Wall to wall mode, fence mode. Let's put some automatically right together. Okay, so this is not going to work, guys. I really thought I could do something cool. This is just playground equipment. We could probably just add some bushes. We're getting distracted, but I just want to maybe just add some bushes along this way. So 2 meters is really close together. 4 meters is more than adequate. We can just separate that out. Okay, and the same sort of thing, just bring some shops and stuff in here. Okay, we've got our spacing so disorganized, it's not good at all. But I just wanted to show some sort of a variation in buildings. It wasn't too all on top of each other. That's fine, then it doesn't have to look completely accurate. Okay, and same sort of things, I want to just add some commercial chairs here. Okay, and they're going to need umbrellas. Sorry, I messed that up slightly. These they have some shade. And then I just want to add some dustbins. Let's just add one of the other ones in here. Okay. And then I want to try and do my, so maybe we just do benches. We don't do that many. We'd have to do it ourselves.
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts.
This gets worse and worse and worse. Okay, so we could probably just move this a little bit ourselves. Let's try and make it look a little bit better.
This has been a local public service announcement. A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise
Maybe just bring it in a little bit closer.
and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public
Okay.
service announcement.
And then we can just move this building. Do something like that.
Sit back, relax, and prepare yourself.
People can chill and do their thing there as well. Okay, I just want to do singular tree. I just want to add some random palm trees in here.
And when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down.
So you can use these things as well to like corner off certain areas and stuff. And you can make your own things as well.
Besides, if I did that,
So
I'd never get anywhere.
you could do something like this. And then you can run. And then just turn this one around. I don't think it looks incredibly bad. Okay, let's just do it the other way. We could probably use the advanced line tool and we can say fence. And then we should be able to just see. So as soon as we do that, it doesn't work. Options, fence mode. Okay. Let me just do it myself. And I messed that one up. It's raining today at our beach. The people shouldn't be out walking around. Okay, so definitely starting to take shape. We've got a water pool, we've got a whole park here. We've got a whole eating area and a whole bunch of kiosks. We've got more kiosks. We've got a stage area with a whole bunch of seating, more kiosks, and we've got more eating area. And then this is quite a nice space. I'm not quite sure what we want to do with it yet, but I mean, we are going to have commercial buildings along the water's edge, which I think is cool, guys. I think, you know, people can come here, they can do a little bit of shopping, they can go and chill on the beach, come and buy something to cool themselves off or cool themselves down, have a beer, do something cool, you know, like just chill. So this is going to be our chill area. So there's not really many people working and living here at the moment. I think our population is extremely small. But what I'd like to do is start bringing in some sort of low residential, the same as we did over here. These, so let me just go to it and I'll be able to tell you exactly what it is. These waterfront housing. So I could probably paint in a little bit now already. Just to get more people living in the area. Bring a little bit more activity in. And I don't really want to go sort of medium residential because our population is already exploding. So the more people we get in, the slower the simulation is going to become. So I'd rather just keep our population lower. And I know that with this computer that I'm currently using, I have a population limit of about 170,000 before it starts slowing down. But obviously it depends on how complex your city is, etc., etc. But about 170,000 is where my computer is peaked at the moment. So it's a fairly good machine, so it should be able to handle a bit more than that. But I think this game is designed for definitely for future proofing. So the more powerful machine is, the more powerful, the more people you can have living in your city, basically. Because every single little sim that lives in your city, all 99,179 of them, they have to be tracked, and they have a job, and they have a home, and they've got to pay taxes, and they've got to pay rent, and so it's a little bit crazy for them. Okay, I actually didn't mind that pathway, so we're going to put it back. But we're going to do it properly. I just wanted to hurt the... Okay. I didn't want it to hurt the crossing. You can see it looks a little bit strange here because it's kind of going in that side. So maybe we can come off here. And then that looks better. And we can probably run some trees, some palm trees along this way. So let's use the line tool. I'm going to take this back up to 10. Just like that, we have some cool palm trees. And then just some individual ones as well. Okay. And we could probably just do some bushes or something along this road. I think we take it down to 5. I think 5 was enough. Okay, let's just do that again. Maybe just drop this down to 4. Get them a little bit closer on this side. And then definitely some palm trees up this way. Okay, we want to separate them, spread them out a little bit more. Okay. And what's it doing this side? Okay, so these are the basketball courts. So let's just go back to... And I know that there is... I'm not sure exactly where it is. Oh, it's here. So this is like... I think stadiums for them to be able to watch. Quite a lot of nice open space here. So let's just add maybe a fountain in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just corner it off with... Okay, let's just go down to 5 with corner it off with some bushes. Okay, that's not enough. It's too much. Okay, that's definitely better. Okay, so we don't need more commercial at the moment. What is this? This is probably a delivery. It is a delivery van for our businesses because we have some businesses that need to form on this side. And here are our houses that have come in. You know, so all the grassy areas and that type of thing is going to fall away from this point. So we want to go back to what we were normally doing with our other trees. So I'm just going to start bringing. I'm just going to manually just put in a few for now because I want to put them in quite close. And create like a little bit of a sound barrier from the off-ramp. Okay, there's not much we can do there. We could probably put in a row. Something like that. Okay, I haven't decided what I'm going to do on this side. I know we're probably going to put in some more parks and stuff here for these residents. This is the main road, so if I could kind of break off the main road from from where the people are living, I think it's better. Okay, so you can see immediately we are just going to turn, starting to look a little bit better now. Okay, so let's just up the game a little bit and try and do a little bit of this manually. So I'm going to try and put in just some trees. And what's nice about putting it in manually is that it will, once they put buildings in there, it'll overtake those trees. But if we had to use anarchy to do this now, like I was doing, it would be an issue and it wouldn't work properly. So just filling it up. Wherever there are some natural spaces, it'll fill in. And because we're not using anarchy, it's not going to cause any problems. So immediately that's looking a million times better. Okay, and then the problem with the beach as well is we need to add all the chairs in and stuff as well, but that's definitely something I will do offline. But you can see it immediately like tries to reduce some of the noise from what's going on in this area. But are these going to be quite nice houses? I think the rent's going to be pretty high. So we need to just make sure that they're happy as well. So they've pretty much just moved in, so we're not going to really know what the issues are until a little bit later. And I don't know about these two parks. I might change my mind and might change what this looks like. So we do have some offices and stuff coming in here, some businesses coming in. I mean, we've got some businesses coming in there as well. And we have done quite a lot on the beach today. So we've done all these kiosks. We've done this little entertainment area. We've made this area look a little bit more filled out and looking a little bit cooler as well. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. I hope you have a good day. Take care. Cheers, bye-bye.